at some point they didn't actually have fisheries observer, I guess would be the word in English. And they actually went and told the government, can you please send us an observer or a local authority? Because we would like to have them on the island. And they were like, why would you want? They're like, no, we want to do this. How did I get there? Well, I'll explain to you how I explained it to my 5-year-old. I took a flight from here to Mexico City to Santiago, and then I overnighted in Santiago, and then I took a 2-hour flight. It's like an 8-seater for the most part, to the actual Robinson Crusoe Island, and then get on a truck, and then you drive down to a dock, which is on the other side of the island. It's a fairly large island, but the whole thing is a biosphere reserve, so there's nothing built in between. So you have to take a boat around the island to land on the actual dock in front of San Juan Bautista. If you have been in conservation policy, ocean conservation for the last couple of years, you have certainly heard about this town of fishermen that have been pushing to create and expand the waters around their island as protected areas. I had met some of them, oh my God, almost 10 years ago, which is when they had started this effort. I met them at an Ocean conference. At the time, I just met them because we were in an area that we were speaking English, and I heard them speaking Spanish, and we just kind of went out socially and connected that way. And so I had been wanting to learn more about this for a long time. I just wanted to see what that would look like on the ground, specifically around governance.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Soy Daniel González, consejero del Mar de Juan Fernández, presidente del Sindicato de Pescadores, que nos dedicamos principalmente a la extracción de langosta de manera sustentable. Somos un ejemplo a nivel mundial por la manera que hemos pescado durante generaciones, con medidas autoimpuestas desde los años 1915 en adelante. Estamos acá hoy por hoy partiendo la administración de las áreas marinas protegidas en el comanejo con la autoridad, con el gobierno de Chile. Hoy por hoy Juan Fernández protege alrededor de 700.000 kilómetros cuadrados de agua con diferentes medidas de conservación, y pretendemos expandirlo a más de 1.200.000 kilómetros cuadrados, que es el sueño que tenemos y por lo que estamos luchando hoy en día.
In the end, protected areas work when you have community buy-in, when you have community support. And I know that they have something like 95% of their local population supporting the expansion, and have a very hands-on participatory model of how they govern these areas. There's, a Consejo de Mar, there's elections and people get posted to this, and there's these work groups with the local authorities and the military and the tourism industry and the fishing industry and the local youth and women. And so it's a very exciting process to see, which I think that a lot of us can learn more from in that direct participation of the protected areas management.
Mi nombre es Griselda Cabarremena, soy descendiente de los colonos más antiguos del archipiélago de Juan Fernández. Mi madre es Regina Menas Báez. Soy consejera del mar del archipiélago de Juan Fernández y de las Islas Desventuradas, pero además represento el sector y el mundo de todas las mujeres de Juan Fernández. En la visita de Marcela le hice una invitación muy hermosa, que para mí es muy significativa, que es ir a conocer el corazón de nuestra madre isla, la Soleta del Yunque, donde hicimos un recorrido y ella pudo empaparse un poco de lo que somos como comunidad, de contarle un poco de historia, de la historia que tenemos en nuestro ADN, de la conservación, tanto en tierra como en mar. También aproveché de darle un pequeño paseo por el poblado San Juan Bautista para que ella pudiera entender un poco cómo nosotros nos movemos en el diario vivir de este pueblo. Dentro de toda la conversación que tuve con Marcela, nos surgió la idea de poder hacer un conversatorio un poco más amplio para todas las mujeres de nuestra comunidad que vibran con el mar, así como yo. Dentro de esto fue una conversación muy sincera, compartimos vivencias, compartimos anécdotas, historias de familias antiguas de nuestra isla y tradicionales. Hablamos de gobernanza y de cómo nosotros nos movemos en el territorio donde históricamente el liderazgo ha sido masculino. Y también le conversábamos a Marcela cómo poco a poco nosotros las mujeres hemos ido tomando nuestro espacio con respeto, con armonía y por sobre todo con identidad isleña, porque algo muy importante que nosotros representamos es nuestra cultura isleña. Bueno, en este encuentro nos recuerda no solamente el discurso duro que nos dan los hombres, sino que el mar no solo se pesca, no solo se administra, el mar también se cuida, se protege, se siente y se defiende. Y en eso las mujeres tenemos un rol sumamente importante acá en el archipiélago de Juan Fernández y en el mundo entero.
And it was really exciting because we had, moms with kids, babies, wide-ranging conversations about women's experience in the ocean, in that ocean, in the governance, in the opportunities that we see, in where we connect, in where I personally really felt, connected to some of these experiences, having worked in the seafood and agriculture industries. It's always community organizing. Anytime that you have such a long-term tradition, which is, again, self-propelled, imposed, championed. It doesn't come from one person, it doesn't come from an outside force. It comes from that internal community knowledge and leadership. And one of the things that was really interesting to me that I heard from some of them is that at some point they didn't actually have fisheries observer, I guess would be the word in English. And they actually went and told the government, can you please send us an observer or a local authority? Because we would like to have them on the island. And they were like, why would you want? They're like, no, we want to do this. Like, this is something that love and that commitment to not just the resource and the bounty of the ocean and the richness of the ocean, but also the way of life. We've talked about this internally before. And what it is community organizing, right? It is community organizing. It is community engagement. It is active and specific avenues for participation. There are certainly more opportunities there. I won't lie. But it's a very exciting model to see, and especially because I think that and listen, if you've heard me talk, you know that that's sort of like, if there's ever a secret sauce or like a silver bullet somewhere, it's always going to be community organizing for me. And that's not just because that's my background, but like I think that you build that support together, that you find those goals and you walk together towards that.
Gracias, Marce, por tu visita. Espero verte pronto y que no nos olvides.